Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Now it's a brand new year, 2019, and of course like every other year, we're gonna have some brand new games this year. In this video, I'm gonna have my top 5 most anticipated games for the year. This is my list of the games I'm looking forward to the most. You guys may have some different games in mind, and obviously I encourage you guys to leave them in the comments below. So please leave a like down below, a comment. Let's start off the year very positive and consider subscribing. So these are my top 5 most anticipated games for the year. All of these games will be available on PS4, some on Xbox, and then I'm also going to mention some for Switch. So the 5th game I'm going to be looking forward to the most is Metro Exodus. Now I don't know if I'm going to be picking this game up on release day or maybe a little bit after, but it's one of those games that I want to pick up. I know there's 2 previous ones, Metro 2033 and Metro Last Light. I've only played Last Light because it was free on PlayStation Plus back in like 2014 or something, and I enjoyed it quite a bit, but I haven't gotten the chance to play 2033. So Metro Exodus I believe comes out in either February or March. And the reason why I really enjoyed this game, or Metro Last Light, was because it adds some shooter elements along with some horror elements, and I really like the balance of the two. The only thing I didn't really like was like sometimes the slow pace, like you have to be very stealthy and find your way around things. I didn't really like that, but it was still an enjoyable game and I would play it again if I had it. Now Metro 33, I still need to play it. I don't know if there's like an order that goes to them. I would gladly replay Metro Last Light. Either way, they're like $5 on the PlayStation Store most of the time when they're on sale or something. So they're not very expensive and you can get both of them for a pretty good deal. And Metro Exodus, you know, the gameplay, the graphics, it should be a good game. Now the game on the number 4 spot is Tom Clancy's The Division 2. The Division 2 should be released in March, I think, and the reason why I'm looking forward to this game is because it's part of the Tom Clancy line of games. Now the first game I used to play online was Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter 2, back in like 2007 or something, so ever since then I really enjoyed the Ghost Recon line of games, and then also, well, Ghost Recon Wildlands I played recently, and I've played The Division. But I didn't end up completing it, first of all because it was borrowed, it wasn't mine, and secondly, because it's a super long game. I just ended up not passing it, but I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed the graphics, the mechanics, the gameplay, everything I really enjoyed. If I get the chance to play it again, I would complete it, but that's also one of the reasons why I don't think I'm gonna be getting The Division 2 on release date. I might get it a little later, or maybe on release date, but it's probably gonna be later. Either way, it looks like a fun game to play. It looks really good. At number 3, this is where it gets good. Days Gone. I've been looking forward to Days Gone ever since it was announced back in like 2016, 17, I don't know, it was a long time ago. But I've been waiting for it and there's never really been like a concrete release date until now. I think it comes out in April or something. That game, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be getting it on release date. It's just one of those games that I saw and instantly fell in love with. It has like survival horror elements to it. It's going to have a lot of action, shooting, and an open world. I mean, like, what else could you ask for? Open world games are everything right now. That and Battle Royale, of course. But yeah, I think this game's gonna be really successful. And like I said, it's just one of those games that you just watch one time and you have to play it. And also, since I've been playing GTA, Far Cry, you know, open world games, it feels like I pass one mission for the actual story and then I spend like 3 hours doing a whole bunch of other stuff without actually playing the story. It's just because in open world games, there's so many things to do, you just get sidetracked. Open world games, I would spend a lot of time on. And just the fact that this world, or this game, has a beautiful world and has zombies and all that stuff, it's gonna be a good game. That's why I'm looking forward to it. And my number 2 game, some of you guys might know why it's in the number 2 spot, even though it's a remake. Resident Evil 2, and I believe it comes out in a couple weeks later in January. But Resident Evil 2, I'm looking forward to the most, well, second. It's in the 2nd spot. Now, I don't know if you guys know this, but Resident Evil 4 is my favorite game of all time. Leon is actually right up here on top of my computer. He's actually the main character for Resident Evil 2. Now, I played Resident Evil 2 on the PlayStation 1, and I didn't like it. Well, I mean, the game was good, it was scary and all that stuff, but I didn't like the camera angles, and I think that really took away from the enjoyment. I didn't enjoy it as much as I probably should because of the camera angles. And when the camera angle was fixed in Resident Evil 4 and 5, that's when I really started enjoying the games. That's why number 4 is my favorite, and number 5 is also a good game. And this remake implements that camera angle into it, so it's gonna be a good game. It's gonna be a scary experience. I'm looking forward to it. I never really got to play a lot of the original Resident Evil 2, so I'm finally going to be able to pass it and complete the story. And for the game in my number 1 spot, can you guys guess what it is? Of course, The Last of Us 2. Now this one's kind of, you know, in a weird spot because there's still no concrete release date for it. They've announced it since like 2016 and I've been trying to forget about it because, you know, every time I hear something about it, I think, you know, there's going to be a release date soon. But it's been like 2.5 years and there hasn't been anything. So I don't know if it's going to be released this year I hope it is, but hopefully they like at least say something. It's gonna be released, you know, later this year. I don't care if they just say later this year. Anyway, Resident Evil 4 is my favorite game of all time. The Last of Us is my favorite game story-wise. That game had a really good story, incredible. If you don't want to listen to me, listen to a whole bunch of other people who've played it. They're gonna say the same thing. That game takes you like on a roller coaster of emotions. It's a really good game. And then the concept of it also, you know, post-apocalyptic, all that stuff I really enjoy. So of course I'm gonna be looking forward to this game, and just to make it even sweeter, it's a PS4 exclusive. So take that, Xbox. I do have one in this list though as an honorable mention, just, you know, to have something for Xbox. So those are my top 5, but let's move on to a couple other games you guys might be interested in. I'm probably gonna be interested in them as well. Let's start off with Gears. I think it's Gears 5. I'm pretty sure Gears 5 is gonna be released later this year. I don't know if there's a concrete release date. It's an Xbox exclusive. I might get it on PC, I actually don't even know yet. But Gears is just one of those games that I also enjoy. I think I've only played the first one a long time ago, back in like 2008 or 9 or something when I had an Xbox 360, but it was a lot of fun. I remember it being difficult though, but if I'm gonna get an Xbox, that's probably gonna be a line of games to get. Gears of War 1 all the way through the 5th one. I don't know if they're all connected somehow, I'm pretty sure they are, but yeah, it should be a good game, and I believe it also has an esport. So people who play competitively, you guys might be interested in this one as well. Now a game I might as well throw in here is Luigi's Mansion. Now back in the day, like in 2003 or 4, I had Luigi's Mansion for GameCube. Now I never really played it, but it was an enjoyable game the times I did play it. And now that it's on Nintendo Switch, I figured if I had a Nintendo Switch, this is probably one of those games I would buy. I never really got into the Mario series besides Mario Kart and Luigi's Mansion, but on the Switch it should probably be a fun experience. Also on the Switch I believe there's a new Super Mario Bros. Once again, I never really got into the Mario games, but if you guys have a Switch you might be interested in this one. And I believe there's a new Pokemon game coming out soon. Now this is a game that I would be interested in. Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu came out a couple months ago, and that game single-handedly is making me want to buy a Switch. I'm a huge fan of the Pokemon games. I actually just played Pokemon Soul Silver on my phone. I have an emulator for the Nintendo DS. So yeah, there's a new Pokemon game. I don't know if it's going to be coming out this year or next year. Oh, and GTA 6, Grand Theft Auto 6. Now this game for sure is not going to come out this year, and it probably isn't going to come out next year. It might not even come out in the current gen consoles. They might wait for the PS5 or the Xbox 2. Either way, Grand Theft Auto 6 should be coming out in like the next 5 years, I would say. GTA 5 came out in 2013, and before that GTA 4 came out in 2008. So really there should only be like a 5-year difference, but since they made Red Dead Redemption 2, they're busy on that. So we might have to wait another 5 years for the next Grand Theft Auto game. But I think this year and next year we should be hearing about it. So that's why I just, you know, threw it in here. Anyway, those are my top 5 games for the year of 2019. I hope you guys had a great new year. Tell me the games you're looking forward to the most in the comment section below. Make sure to leave a like and consider subscribing. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.